So this is our scene from last time, and you know what? Last time I forgot to make this thing a parent of the body of the pen, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right. Oh no, wait, I think. Okay, I had not forgotten. So that's good. That's a pen and it's ready. And now I'm going to move this to another layer and get started on another pen, because there's going to be a couple of pens in our scene. Let's get another cylinder. This is going to be a cheaper kind of pen with a plastic body, that kind of thing. So let's first get this centered. There we go. Now go into edit mode and scale that down a little bit. Scale it up. I'm not worrying with the scale now. We'll fix everything while arranging the scene. We'll just scale everything relative to everything else. For now, just there we go. That seems well. Change it later. Now extrude, right click, scale inwards a little bit, and okay, so what's going to be, I think I'm going to do the same thing here as I did with the other one. I'm going to extrude again, move it up very slightly, which is make the grip and the body out of the same piece. It simplifies stuff like that, and then extrude. But with this, the grip is going to be it's going to be straight. It's going to be the same thickness, thickness, not thickness, what I mean is the same diameter all through. I think a little more. Let's move that up a little more. There. And okay, scale that in, extrude up slightly, scale it out, and now extrude forward that much, say, and then extrude forward again. This time let me move this a little forward, maybe put a loop cut here that is like that, or like that, like that, I would say is better. There. Maybe just take this, say select more, move this whole thing a little higher so we have there. That seems the right shape. You know what, I'm going to, well no, actually I think that's okay. Good. Now take this, extrude it down a very small amount, scale it in, then say extrude, right click, scale out, and with this I'm going to do, say view front, view orthographic. I'm going to press Z to go into wireframe mode here, and then extrude out a little bit, extrude out again, this time scale it in just a little bit, extrude out again, scale it in, extrude out again, scale in, extrude out again, scale in. This looks for that there. So that is the back portion of the pen. Here's what I'll do: select more, select more, select more, move that down just a bit there. Good. Now select more and select more again, and once more. Now this is going to have a different material from the rest, so say give that a new material, and this is just going to be white and stuff. Give it a little bit of reflectivity, about 0.6, that seems right. And also it's got to be transparent. Say ray trace, and the refractive index is a little more than 1, say 1.4. There you go. Turn down the gloss a little bit on this. Right, and filter, wait, transparency, here we go. Have to increase, how do you make it transparent? Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. I have, oh, okay, here we go. So this not there, this is what we want. I can't even see. Turn down the alpha. Does it look transparent yet? Not, I don't even know. Let's seriously, I'm having trouble. Okay, let's say not 0, but something like that. Specular, turn that down a bit. I think it's transparent, I'm not sure. Anyway, and now this is not going to be transparent, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new material and make this just a kind of plastic blue, which works like that. That's good. And turn up the specular intensity because it's a kind of plastic. There, well, not that much, maybe. Actually, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, now that same material, actually that same material is not going to be going here, because a different material is going to be going here. A kind of shiny silvery material, I think, would suit the occasion. Oh wait, did I just not assign it? Z, yep, I've got to assign this material to that. There we go. Now wireframe mode, say B for border selection, select more and add a new material here. This is just going to be a kind of mirror material, so that's what I'm going to do. Say reflectivity 0.6, that, yep, and turn down the gloss just a little bit so you have something. Yeah, that seems right there. And now this has to be a little smaller. There we go. So that is, oh, and of course the grip has to get the same material as the part at the back, which is the blue material. So you do that and you have that, right? Good. Now I can't make up my mind whether to, you know what, I'm not going to do anything fancy with this. I'm just going to keep it really simple. Should it scale it down a little bit, a little more, extrude it down just so that it looks a little realistic. Now going to object mode, it's the fan. I'm going to add a subsurf to this. There, I've got to fix that up. Edit mode. Also, oh, actually, see, that is there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this face because I'm going to add a solidify modifier to this, since we want it to kind of look like solid plastic, because this part is going to actually do diffraction stuff, so you want it to be like a solid material. Make it a little thicker, about that much, and yeah, okay, so that looks about right. And now go back into object mode. Oh wait, I forgot to add the loop cuts. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something. You don't want to put the loop cuts right up against edges that already exist, because then you have duplicate vertices, which is not necessarily something you want. I'm not going to put one here because I think the rounded look is good, and one on the inside. Nope, that was not on the inside one. Oh wait, there's a solidify modifier, so there is no inside or outside, it's just a plane. And now you put that over there. Yeah, I think the rest of it is fine. Right, to object mode. Now what I'm going to do is just oh, there's no camera. Oh boy. Let's see if we can do this though. I don't think that shows transparency. Add a camera over there. I'm not going to do any fancy framing or anything. I just want to see what it looks like. There's no lights. Oh boy. Now the light is I am not sure if whatever, just delete that because you don't want it. We'll look at the materials later. Anyway, so we have that. I'm going to shade the smooth. How do you do that? Tools, shading smooth. There you go. Now we want to add another cylinder. This is going to be the refill view from whatever front, doesn't matter. Now scale that down like that, also a little more actually. Make sure it's okay. We haven't named this yet. This is say pen to body. Right, now this, the parent of this, not the parent of that, but the parent of this is that. And now, well actually let's just go into edit mode and do it here. Scale it down a little more. There we go. Face selection mode. Move this down till it's about there. Move this up till it's about there. Then do something like that. and just shoot it out a little bit, scale it in, get this kind of ball shape. You could of course just add a new sphere, but this is well, this, I don't know if it's better, but whatever. Now you add a material here, you add that material to it, and also you add another material to it. I'm just going to say new, and I'm going to make this a mirror. I'm going to say reflectivity 1, but gloss is less than that, so you have this kind of, yeah, something like that. And then I'm going to assign that over there. And now this, I'm going to add a loop cut there, and I'm going to see border selection. Oh boy, I have to go into face. So border selection, select those faces and add a new material to them, which is just, well, I guess it's a white material, isn't it? I'm going to make it a little transparent. I'm not going to make it ray tracing transparency, just that. That's good. Why is there, oh no, okay, that's okay, so that I think looks good. And now to add the cap of the pen, so maybe the cylinder again, say that. It's kind of annoying when the 3D cursor moves about all over the place, but what are you gonna do? Grab, press Z, G to grab, Z to lock the translation to the Z axis, like that. Place it there, scale it down. I'm going to go into wireframe mode, scale it down. Okay, so here's something I'm going to do. I'm going to select this object, go into edit mode, select all of this and that, and I'm going to scale that down just a little bit so that the cap can be not quite so much there. That seems to have say that much. Oh well, move that down then. Just go into object nodes, make sure it doesn't look yeah, that looks fine. Now to edit mode, I'm going to shade this smooth also over here, and then into wireframe mode, scale that about there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this face. I'm wondering what kind of a shape to give this. I wonder if I really don't know what I'm doing right now, but oh well. Select those edges, move that down to the bottom of the grip. Oh, I'll say about there actually. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select. Okay, here's what we can do. Add a loop cut over there. Then add another in between those two. Let's see if we can do this. There, and scale that in. Now select everything above that, going to vertex selection mode, select that, going to face mode. Now give this thing a material. Just going to give it the same material as this, right? Yeah, that's the one. And then also give it this material and assign this to the selected bits. Now say view front. That's the front. Oh well, doesn't really matter what's called what. Now I'm going to select that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to join this and this. Press J to join them. Actually, it's called connect, the function, but I said join because it's J. I mean, it's just more intuitive to remember. Now select all of these faces here, extrude that out, move it down, move that up, move these down to give it a kind of curved shape. Select all of these, move that out a little bit, I guess, and down and out. Scale that a bit out like that. Yeah. Oh boy. Now say select all of these, select the scaling on this axis and just hit 0. Then do that. Well, not quite so much maybe. Now say I add a loop cut over there. Move that up a bit, back over there. Now select these faces. I wish I'd planned this beforehand. I kind of making this up as I go along. Now select these. There. Now say I select that, extrude out, and select these vertices over here. Oh boy. Okay. Select these as well. Scale that down. Now Oh, actually, let's do this. Let's move that up a little bit, and then nope, move these down like that. Move this maybe not quite so much up. Move that. Move those down, and also do something similar over here. Maybe this one. Okay, not these then. Oh yeah, these two need to be joined, and also these. These three be moved out a bit, and these there. Join that. There, like that, say. Now select these and extrude down. Oh boy, that was not okay. Say we say select more, but not quite sure where this is going. Oh boy. Okay, vertices. Deselect a bunch of this stuff. Right. Select maybe some of that. Scroll down. Bring it there. Like that. Or maybe not quite so much. Face selection and select that. Again, now that looks a little better, I think. Let's give it a little bit of a shape. And also say view left. Oh boy, what I meant is front, because that's obviously the front of the pen. And say Z. That is not what I meant to do. Select that. A little bit over there. Select that. Over it a little bit over there. Scale this a little wider, maybe. Select this stuff like that. Now we need something. Oh boy, this is, let's say, view perspective. That will help. And move that out there. Okay, that is that, whatever that might be. this needs to be solidified, and also it needs a subsurf. Might want to put the subsurf first though. Let's move that up. There we go. I think that looks pretty good, considering I had no idea what I was going to do. Just shed that smooth. Another there. Well, anyway, it's going to look that way in the rendered image. Here's what I'll do. We'll go into edit mode, add some loop cuts just for the sake of it. What just happened? I don't know. Okay. Now usually these things have some form of label. Here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take 2 loop cuts and I'm going to select all the faces here, give them a new material. I'm going to just take this one, go into object mode, decouple that, and then make that a little darker. There we go. And then I'm going to go back into edit mode and say assign. Now it's kind of what it looks like. Let's see what the rendered image looks like. Oh, I forgot, we need lighting and a camera. So let's go here, say camera, and let's add random light there. Like that. Say render it, see what we, oh boy, okay, it's not being lit, and also the camera is too close. View camera, say lock camera to view. Why is it not transparent? That it's supposed to be transparent. That is not. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what the problem is. Let's remove that. It's a good thing we didn't. Going to transparency. Suppose we say Z transparency. It's not even there now. Suppose we say, I don't even know what that is. Okay. Z transparency is basically transparency without the ray tracing. What is the filter? Amount to blend in. Okay, say there isn't really fall off. Transmissivity effect. Transmissivity effect. I don't even know what that is. Limit, maximum depth. Okay. Let's make that 4. Or actually, let's just leave it where it was. I don't see why this doesn't look transparent. um is it? Yep, it seems to be. Seems to be a solid shell. This material here, ambient alpha. What happens if you make that 1? Then it's just, let's remove, or let's turn down the reflectivity quite a bit and do that. What happens now? Okay, so now that looks alright. Let's try rendering it now. Okay. So what we need basically is we need reflectivity to be, let's turn down this. We'll actually let the specular reflection be there. Just disable the mirror-ness of it. That looks right. That looks right. In the right lighting, it should be okay. So good. That's another pen. This video has been way too long. Let me delete that and that. There. Okay.